All right. Welcome back, everyone, to A Programmer Plays Submerged Hidden Depths. In our previous episode, we did a bit more exploring here in the map. We have managed to clear out the left side of our spots, and so now we can, either go exploring more for further things, or we could try and go on to the next thing. I think maybe to just warm up a little bit, let's see if we can't get this bit, because we know there's a diary there. I kind of want to go looking for lookouts. I've only found two, which I find kind of suspicious. I'm wondering if maybe there's one over here that we haven't found. We'll find out.
Let's go.
So, if we're looking this way, don't think there will be one. Maybe over here. Glitchy light stuff going on. Not ideal. Let's see. Anything that wants to highlight for me? Really? Gotten that one. In that building. I appreciate that there's these kind of more open spots between the more densely packed buildings. It adds some variety. Lets you get more of a sense of hey, there's different regions. Right, I think around this corner. Yeah, there we go. Ah, yeah. That looks like a lookout to me. Why weren't you... Why did I see you? Draw distance maybe? What? I was just noticing the hand position on that was actually quite good. His fingers were positioned in a way that looked right, which shouldn't come as a surprise to me. Nice. Turns? Swordfish? Wow. All sorts of animals. Getting hand positions right is not terrible animation wise, but it is just a lot of work. It's just a lot of work. It's very tedious stuff, and so a lot of times, especially because players usually don't notice when things are kind of off, you just don't do it. You get hands close enough, and good enough. The wrong button. something up north there that's definitely looking like we should investigate. I do rather wish that the things that we hadn't found or things that we have found were a little bit more grayed out or had like more icon to indicate, hey, it's not just that this is like a gear, a kind of grayish gear. It's a gear that has been grayed out. Um, that's clearer when you've got situations like this where um, we've got ones that we have and ones that we have not side by side, but oh well. Little check marks on everything would probably be quite distracting, so I get why you would not do that. Interesting. Okay. The skip works pretty well.
Got gone.
Alright, so go ahead and head for that book, yes? A bit more. I think this is a book on situation. No, okay.
Aquí.
Open the doors and then drive in situation, looks like. Yeah. Up the ladder we go. We're looking for a orb to carry. Found it. Almost looks like you could jump across, but not quite. This fish?
Apple, God.
Found another lookout, so that's good. I appreciate that they've done a fair number of these, like, effectively one-way ladders. Just letting us get down quickly without having to burn a bunch of time. observatory? Yeah, it is. Cool. The Night's Eye. Ah, that's a fun choice of name. Swordfish just frolicking in the background. Fun. The way our pants are, it kind of visually suggests a peg leg for the brother, which is not what's happening, but it's just funny. Wow, we're really up here. Look at us all the way up there. So, okay. Okay, various secrets. That feels like the kind of animation where you would press A to let go, you know, to jump to the next one, but it's just not. It just does it automatically. You just keep holding forward.
So weird.
Oh. Ah, I see. Now, did this say all secrets discovered, and I just missed it? Or have I missed a secret in this place? I'm going to assume that it did say it and I missed it, because thus far these areas have pretty consistently been one-offs, but you know, entirely possible that I missed something there. Checking. Yeah, okay. Through the watchtower. Lookout. Whatever the proper name for it is. Good. Roller coaster in the background. There. Got a bridge. Find out. Alright, there we go. 4 out of 10. One item added to map. So not terribly many things, though. You know what? I'll take it. So yes to roller coaster, I think. Kind of hard to tell. Oh no. Mistakes were made. That's really funny that that's even possible. Like, it makes perfect sense, right? Like, why wouldn't that work that way? I just kind of expected her to, like, jump forwards. Um, it's really funny. Again, who is making these?
That's
All
how
right,
you.
let's see. Over that way. It's bit by here. Ten out of 26. We're making headway.
That's better. Go.
The old chunk falling off. I just want to see, is this a something that feels like it should be, you know? Oh yeah, and we must have just been right outside the range of being able to spot this with our telescope. The serpent spine, of course. That, yeah, it's a fun thought exercise of, like, what names would people who don't remember what this was for, what would they call it? All right, let's do scanning. Has not worked out for us here. Interesting. Right, we see the thing there. Interesting that we didn't catch on that. 11 of 26. Good. Making pretty good headway, I feel like. Wow, this place looks cool.
Another rock. Uh-huh.
This is actually, it feels like a pretty significant tonal shift. I think they may have done some color mapping stuff, which, if so, cool, love it. Because look at how green the horizon is now, right? And just how, like, the textures here feel kind of richer, more saturated. I'm wondering if different parts of the map have different color mapping applied to them to make them feel a little more different. Because that was kind of like one of the complaints about the original game, right? Like, the different buildings all felt kind of the same. Alright, there we go. All objects nearby discovered. So color mapping would be a good choice for a way to make that problem less pronounced.
Well done.
Right, we go. Here. More of a industrial part of town, more Cool. Hell yeah, that's actually super cool. A ship suspended in midair. Hell yeah. Fantastic setting idea.
Go.
Interestingly, that it doesn't really feel very much like we're pulling it off. You know? There's not like a ton of resistance, or like the animation isn't like super selling it. We're not like pushing forward. The sounds aren't really trying to sell us. The Marinelli.
Yup.
Because it's marine, you see. I see there's something over there. Interesting that that's marked on our map. I need to be paying more attention to the hood up top. Okay, I'm seeing a board here, but do we need to, with our boat, pull the platform into place?
Let's go.
That would be fun. Yeah, look at it.
The paddle.
I'm curious as to how much wiggle room there actually is here. Probably very little. And before we dock again, I want to just look over here and see. No, it doesn't look like we can dock anywhere else. Okay.
Stay hard. Aquí.
Nope, nope, nope. I would like to get her another costume. I feel a little bit bad that I'm gonna end up playing most of this game with starter hair, starter costume. Especially considering that we got fairly close to it before, so if we don't get costume by the end of this episode, I might go back to some of the previous areas and try and finish them off. That way it's not a case, like what I don't want to have happen, right, is we get to the end of the game, we get a costume, we put it on, and we're like, okay, cool, and it's on for all of 2 seconds, right? First bit of lore.
Apples 3.
Here. No? And of course, just as a reminder, I'm planning to read through all of the story stuff after we've gotten it all, since we're not getting it in order. Ooh, bear. Cool. Alright, that's half the creatures.
Was dran?
A thing that we need to part with seed. Alright, we found the seed location really early. They're definitely playing around with the whole, like, do you find the seed location early, do you find it late? Which I appreciate. I appreciate the variety that they're trying to put in there. I'm not gonna lie, that is, especially the predator animals, but you know, really any big animal, when it's just suddenly there, like you didn't see it previously, like that is nerve-wracking. This feels like intended path, so maybe this is the side path with the side content.
Stressed.
28 diaries, that's half. Very cool. The scale of this thing, right? You just don't really appreciate how big ships are until you're actually up next to one and you're just like, what the hell? This is so large. Zip line. Loop de loop.
Said straight.
I appreciate that we can still move around like that animation. While obtrusive, is not blocking us.
Kom not kupas maken
Black plant mocking its victims with these echoes. In question. That would suggest a lot about the black plant. If it, you know, the whole idea of it being capable of mocking. How did I know? Also, that's all for
Apple Street.
Hell yeah. For once, we've actually gotten all 9. Very good. We'll have a new boat. Tinny. Well, that's fun. It actually, I'm a little surprised by this. It remembered the state of this elevator. Which I shouldn't be that surprised about, but it shows that either this whole area just stays in memory while we're exploring, which is probably the case, or the state of it is properly preserved while they load and unload chunks of it. Probably it's just all, like, whatever island you're on is completely in memory and stays there. Because this game does have decently high memory requirements. There we go. Very cool. It's really interesting the way that he's got the hair streak. Whenever the sister's gift was revealed, friendship quickly gave way to fear. Rough words were spoken, and hopes were dashed. Saw a hand before, now, yep. Big old man? Woman? Presumably big man, based on what little we've seen before.
Miku fell monster pen.
I feel the monster's
Miku
pain,
monster?
its anguish and guilt. Is that what I will become? Don't know. Could not tell ya. Trumpet! It's interesting that we can't actually, like, pick them up. We can only, like, put them there and rotate around it. Alright. I have somehow managed to already forget how to change the skin of our boat. I love that we get to see these, like, physically in place. That's a very cool detail. I assume that, like, the climax of the game will involve all of that being moved. How did we change the boat skin? Run over to the boat. Maybe that'll jog my memory. Maybe it's in here. Styles. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Penny. Cool.
That's Hadoot.
Look at our little boat. All right. Let's. You know, I do want to also change our style. So, which one was it that we went to first? Was it this one or this one? I think it was this one. No, it was this one, wasn't it? Yeah, style pieces. So let's fast travel there. I just want to see if we can find the remaining couple pieces.
Yes.
In fact, they can't be possibly that hard to find. I've just overlooked them. Tiny there being way up. Don't remember what this... Oh, that was lowering the thing. Yeah. Pretty sure I remember a shell around this corner. But feels like, most likely, I've just missed an entire little, like, branch of this area. That's sad. Here. Trying to keep my eyes out for, you know, glittering. So far, no dice. Interesting that there's visible walls in some of the places that there are invisible walls. Seems pretty straightforward, yeah? But there's two. there's two things that I haven't found in here. Son of a bitch. This is also yacht. I don't really care about yacht nearly as much as I care about clothes. Oh, we found it, so we'll be able to switch to yacht later. Alright, this one's style pieces. This one's style piece. Let's go to Columbia. Because there's only the one that we're missing there.
Steha.
Oh, interesting. Again, okay, so it might actually be full-on, like, save file, save location for, the state of the elevators. Because that was remembering from the last time we were here. I do wish that we could use the boost button here to make her like run a little bit faster. Do I think? Hold on. In the previous one, my mistake was that I didn't check the early area thoroughly enough. Do I think that would be happening again? No, that looks right. I actually feel like what was that, episode 1 that I did this area? I feel like I saw a spot around the back of this place that I hadn't been in that raised questions for me. Yeah, this spot. But it doesn't really look like we can get to it from there, so alright. I know that I said that I would do this after this episode, but I just got feeling like I should mix up my style a little bit earlier. That way we're not wearing the same clothes the entire time. And yeah. Changed my mind. Let's go all the way to the top, I think. Because I kind of suspect that there's a bit up there at the top that I didn't properly understand. Nope, never mind. Found it. Sweet. So, found our fun style. Let's, do it. Hey, look at us. Hairdresser is the achievement we just got. Alright, so this one's got 6 out of 9. Let's, go there next. Cats. I actually don't know if this is another hairstyle or what. Alright, I remember us picking up floor here, but Trixie. Alright, yeah, celebration style. 7 out of 9. I will say, I feel like they've done the thing that I'm often really bad for doing, where you try and hide things evenly, but that has the result of it being kind of predictable. I can tell, like, oh, I found something here, therefore I won't find anything else. Or I haven't found anything over here, therefore I should look further around the corner, and there will probably be something. Now, there's been plenty of places where I feel like this game has surprised me on that front, but like that location just there, it's like, okay, I found a lore thing, but did I find a style thing? Let me look closer, because I feel like I'm... Do one is the wrong term, but... Great if my spyglass could spot them in a distance, but unfortunately that does not seem to be the case. definitely a aspect of like look behind you for this. Now look at how green that is. Yeah. It does seem like they enjoy like hiding things where if you looked back you would spot it, but if you haven't looked back you won't. Worth checking. Hello? Ever go down here? Well, well, well. A little shortcut that overlooked. Alright, so one more piece to find in here somewhere. I'll be honest, I had not seen that shiny thing until I was basically on top of it. Hiding behind this little altar? Oh, okay. I remember getting the thing there, actually. The little fingers over here. Okay, yeah. On the lower table. That would be extremely cheeky. almost didn't see these.
Such as three.
More bit. But not our costume. Son of a bitch. We're here for style, not for lore. Alright, so we just found it. It's right there. How do we get there? Is that it? No, that's a torch. Yes, that's a torch. Damn it. For a moment I was like, I can't believe it's just sitting there. I wish I could walk up that. Well, some success, but not as much success as I was hoping for. Do I think... Oh. I was thinking, like, could I walk behind that little cabin? The answer is no. Are there any climbing surfaces over here that I've overlooked? Seemed like it. Not having much luck. Try again up here. I'm looking at like the camera angles, right, and going, ooh, are they teaching me anything? Are they showing me any secrets that I've overlooked? Or no. I was so convinced that that was a thing. Why is that particular grapple or grab-on point shiny? I'm up. Okay. trying stuff just to see if there's just a less advertised spot, you know? Oh. You jump off. We've been all over this place 3 times now, essentially. And we have not had any great luck. That one's shiny because that was where the flower was. This one's shiny, I guess, just because it's hard to spot, which, in fairness, it is hard to spot. I pretty much didn't spot it earlier. This can't be climbed on. Ugh. Frustrating. Frustrating, I say. I feel like we have to have been quite close to it multiple times now. And I've just overlooked it. It's probably just tucked in a corner somewhere, just glistening away. It's probably been on screen. I've missed it. Alright, well. Let's try and end on a more, like, positive spot. This one, oof. 5 out of 9 is not great. Let's fast travel to this one, but instead of connecting to it, we will look for a lookout outside of it. Even though this place is super cool and I like this place a lot. Has this not been tagged? House of the Goddess. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Seems very Parthenon-y. I appreciate that the sister's hair stays the same during cutscenes. astrolabe? Alright, we could go to the lore place behind us, but I think instead we will end this episode by climbing this watchtower here. That seems like a good way to end it to me. Every time I see a little, box or something just floating on the ocean, I'm like, ooh, salvage for me. Over here. Not that I'm expecting there to be, but there's always room for the game to trick me and just be like, haha, we did hide something on this particular lookout. Cool. Very cool. Alright, and there we go. So, that will be where we end this episode. Obviously, less like progress in this episode. We only did one of the places, but we've cleaned up a few areas, and I think that's good. I think it might be good for me to try and be a little bit more, do an area, do some cleanup, do some exploration, rather than having it all loaded at the tail end of the series. Not that I really think it's going to be terribly backloaded, but still, it feels like it might be wise for me to be proactive about that. So yeah, half the styles unlocked. We're looking at half the landmarks, half the animals, half the seeds. Like, yeah, say that we're doing pretty good. Oh, something over there. All right, a boat thing. So cool. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.